Hello, my name is Diarmuid Blake and I am the Money Maximiser. I just want to give you a brief background about myself and my journey. Back when I was in my early 20s, my life was going great. I was fulfilling my childhood dream of playing inter-county football for Galway, and I was playing the football of my life. Academically, things were going good also. I was offered a lucrative sports scholarship to complete my Masters in Accounting and consequently landed a well-paid, respected job as an accountant straight out of school. Everything was starting to fall into place for me. I was feeling on top of the world. However, as the years went by, I became increasingly frustrated at the lack of progression in my job. My lifestyle was not progressing the way I thought it would, as most of my income was now going towards renting and living in the city. I was effectively living paycheck to paycheck. I felt trapped and at a crossroads in my life. I had to take action and do something. So, in a moment of madness, I decided to pack in my job and move to Las Vegas. Now, don't worry, I didn't go there to get rich on the roulette tables. One of my good friends from school moved there a few years back and was doing very well for himself. So I decided to take a sabbatical and see if I could do the same. A couple of weeks of late nights and partying hard, I began to try and settle in and find a job. I soon realised that getting a job was a lot harder than I thought. Employers were reluctant to take a chance on a random Irish guy in his 20s who they had never met before with no work visa and no experience. Had I made a huge mistake moving to Vegas, chasing the American dream? After a couple of months over there, I was on the verge of being broke. So I reluctantly borrowed money from my friend and bought a plane ticket back to Ireland. I couldn't figure out how I ended up in this situation. I always felt like a hard worker and a high achiever, but not now, not this time. I felt like a total failure. That plane journey was the longest trip of my life. I was hungover, ashamed, depressed, and broke. The only thing I could afford to eat in the airport was a few measly bags of pretzels. All I had left to my name was a €2 coin. When I arrived in the Shannon airport, I had no phone credit and no way home. I used this last €2 coin to call my dad from a payphone to come and collect me. To my horror, the call went straight to voicemail and the payphone swallowed my €2 coin. I left the voicemail on my dad's phone and hoped that when he woke up, he would listen and come and collect me. I sat down on my luggage and waited. And waited. It was the lowest point of my life. Driving home that morning with my dad, I made a decision that I was never going to be in this situation again, and I was going to do whatever it took to get my financial life back on track. So, I moved back home with my parents and started an internship in a local credit union. The salary was terrible, but I didn't care. I had to find a way out of this. I had to micromanage my money in order to live a relatively normal lifestyle and hide the fact that I was broke to the outside world. It was here where I learned some very effective financial habits that I still use today and will for the rest of my life. These habits, along with a lot of hard work, self-education and resilience, helped me climb out of the hole I was in and to where I am today. Now, I'm not wiping the floor with €500 notes or anything like that, but money no longer is a barrier to how I live my life. I am comfortable and happy where I am right now. So, if you can relate to my story and are feeling stressed or frustrated with your financial life, don't give up. Keep going. Believe in yourself. Your break is just around the corner.